Well, questions about a group that calls itself an animal rescue. Pixies and Paws has placed dogs with families throughout the tri-state. But there are questions about the fees and where they get their animals from. News 12's senior investigative reporter Walt Kane has this Kane In Your Corner exclusive.
My son was crying and he was just like, why what's happening? Like, why is he sick? And we couldn't really explain what happened.
Jonisha Lewis and her family are still devastated by what happened when they adopted a puppy from an animal rescue called Pixies and Paws.
At the time, I felt great. He was a mini golden doodle is what we wanted. We heard that golden doodles are great with children.
First, Jonisha says she was taken aback by the adoption fee, a whopping $1,500. Then she says her veterinarian found the puppy had serious medical problems, even declaring it unfit for sale.
He has a hernia, he has an undescended testicle, and he had 2 microchips. Like, no dog has 2 microchips.
Pixies and Paws agreed to take the dog back, but said the $1,500 was a non-refundable donation. And she's not the only one who's unhappy. The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs says it has 14 complaints about Pixies and Paws. The Humane Society of the United States says it has 18.
$1,500 is a huge price for a rescue fee.
John Goodwin of the Humane Society recommends avoiding rescues like Pixies and Paws that charge more than a few $100s and offer designer puppies. He says those are signs the rescue may be buying dogs from breeders.
When you have a large number of particularly popular breeds of puppies, high adoption fees getting up into the thousands of dollars, that's just not what real rescues do.
We wanted to ask Pixies and Paws about their fees and where they get their animals, but the group ignored calls and emails for weeks. I tried to catch up with the owner, Jennifer Lamb, at her home, but didn't even make it to the front door. Hi, how are you?
No trespassing!
Jonisha says after we started asking about Pixies and Paws, the group changed its tune and refunded her money, but she's still unhappy with the experience.
What they did, this is very unfair. You hurt a family.
The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs says it's reviewing the complaints it's gotten about Pixies and Paws. They also say the group is not licensed as a nonprofit in the state as required by law, and that can result in penalties. We'll keep you posted. In Your Corner, I'm Walt Kane, News 12.
A Team 12 investigation found a nonprofit claiming to be an animal rescue was actually buying dogs from breeders. Walt Kane has a story you'll see only right here on 12.
This is very unfair. You hurt a family.
A few months ago, Jonisha Lewis told me how upset she was after she adopted a dog from a self-proclaimed animal rescue, Pixies and Paws. The dog had such serious health problems, Jonisha's vet deemed it unfit for sale.
My son was crying and he was just like, why what's happening? Like, why is he sick?
Then there was the adoption fee, a whopping $1,500. And at first, Pixies and Paws refused to refund it. The Humane Society told me it was a sign that while Pixies and Paws called itself a rescue, it might actually be buying dogs from breeders, just like pet stores do.
When you have a large number of particularly popular breeds of puppies, high adoption fees getting up into the thousands of dollars, that's just not what real rescues do.
Now, documents obtained by Kane In Your Corner confirm Pixies and Paws is, in fact, buying animals from breeders. In 3 months alone, the group purchased over 160 dogs from commercial breeders in Ohio.
And this is supposed to be a rescue that cares about the animals.
Ashley Tremutola says she fostered a dog from Pixies and Paws. She says she got a bad impression from the beginning when she was told to pick up the animal at a rest stop on the New Jersey Turnpike.
I went to the Vince Lombardi rest stop, like 8:30 at night. I was there with maybe 20 other people to pick up dogs.
According to Pixies and Paws' most recent tax return, the group took in nearly $1 million in revenue in 2022. It also claimed about $700,000 in expenses, but it's not clear what some of those expenses are. The group's president, Jennifer Lamb, says Pixies and Paws operates out of her home, rent-free. But the nonprofit's expenses include nearly $25,000 in property tax and $109,000 in rent. We asked Lamb for an explanation. She did not reply. The New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs says it has gotten complaints about Pixies and Paws, but a spokesperson would neither confirm nor deny if an investigation is underway. In Your Corner, I'm Walt Kane, News 12.